Come on in, all my cool friends. This is Chevy Cool Lady, and we are doing a live today. Checking the mic. Hope you can hear me. If you're in the chat, say yes if you can hear me. Just let me know. Come on in. Happy holidays to you. Happy Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, today is a day I know a lot of people will not be happy. They will be fighting. They will be breaking up, especially if you're involved with a narcissist. Holidays bring, in my opinion, holiday drama, and unrest. Why? Why does it have to be this way? If you're asking the question, just trying to, through tears, have a nice Thanksgiving. Believe me, I've been there. I know what it's like, and I'm here for you today. So come on in, grab you a little coffee, beverage. I could use one myself because that last sip was cold and nasty. Yuck. But we're going to talk about something important today: preserving your mental health. At least have a plan. Sometimes you just got to know enough's enough, because here it is, the holidays, and you're doing the same routine. The holiday breakup. Narcissists love it. They just love it. So come on in, find some words of wisdom, comfort, and at least know you are not alone. My name's Chevy Cool Lady. This is where we discuss all kinds of uncomfortable topics like DV, like SRA, like SA, like mental health, like issues in the Christian community and churches. It is my goal to empower you with some tools, not just true crime stories. If this sounds like a place that you'd feel comfortable, please consider liking, subscribing, and joining. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 mark, and I'd appreciate your help so much. We're talking about the narcissist holiday routine breakup. Oh, it's typical. Why does the narcissist break up during the holidays? The day of or right before. They just love it. There's a lot of reasons, and none of them are going to be good enough, but let's just go over a few that I've thought of. Arguments. They love to argue right out of nowhere. Here comes the argument. They're giving you the cold shoulder. They're giving you the silent treatment. They're not in the holiday spirit because they're in their own head trying to come up with a plan to break up with you. I know this hurts to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it, and it's worse to live it, and it's worse to relive it every year. If you're with me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know where you're viewing from, because this is not just a problem in my town of Myrtle Beach. This is not just a problem in America. This is global. This behavior is human, and it is sick. It really is twisted. It is really designed to control you. And I want to empower you to get your voice back and not be at the every little whim of a mood of the narcissist in your life. So let's go over some more things, okay? So they like to ruin the holidays. Oh yeah. Why would that be? Because they don't think right. You can't think like them if you're not them. You're not going to come with a good answer to that question. But they want to ruin the holiday for you. Maybe they're just cheapskates and don't want to get you a gift. Maybe they don't want to visit your family, their family, friends. Maybe they don't want to snap out of their routine. Maybe they want to ruin your day because you're happy, and they don't like to see you happy. They don't want you to have critical thinking where you can think for yourself. Things are happy, things are not happy. Oh no, that's allowing you to be an individual. An individual with a free will Not in a narcissist's life. They don't like that. They want to ruin your holiday just because they can. It's a control factor. It's a tactic. Recognize it for what it is so that hopefully you'll set up boundaries that you'll keep. I know narcissists don't like boundaries. It's bad to put boundaries up, but your mental health is more important than their lack of respect or lack of wanting to join in on the holidays for no reason. They don't want to see you happy. You might be happy going along, making your preparations, cooking your little pumpkin pies and stuff. And out of nowhere, you get a text. I won't be making it. I want to break up. Over a pumpkin pie? Huh? I mean, it really comes out of the blue sometimes. You think you're happy, and then you find out you're not happy. It's devastating. It's devastating. I'm here for y'all. Trust me. Let me know if you've been through this, because I sure have, and it's no fun. It is heartbreaking. Stop. Stop giving your narcissist a chance. If you have any opportunity to break up with a narcissist, this is a routine. This is going on. Next holiday, it's coming to be Christmas. It's coming to be Hanukkah. It's coming to be Kwanzaa, whatever that is. I'm sorry, I can't think of what it's called. But, stuff's coming up. New Year's. Time to enjoy yourself. Are you going to really think you're going to have a good time with your narcissist? If there's a way that you can get them out of your life, it only comes under one umbrella, and that's a complete blocking. You can't just ignore and keep them active on your social media. Trust me, any open door is looked at by them like another opportunity to be in your life, to control you. You have to put your big girl or boy panties on and block them completely. That would be my advice. That's in my opinion, but it's through experience that I share my stories. I've shared with you guys about being in a relationship with a narcissist, and they get into relationships with some pretty nice people who put up with a lot more than they should. And your mental health is more important than their narcissistic control. I'm here to tell you. If someone doesn't want to see you happy, how can you fool yourself into believing that they're on your side even? Somebody who loves you wants to see you happy. Holiday breakups, classic narcissist behavior. They don't want to see you happy. You have to shield yourself in times of need, because if you're turning to them, I promise they're not going to be there for you. That's typical narcissist behavior. You feel like, we're finally bonded in some way, but really when the chips are down, they're gone. They're out the door. They're not there. They're laughing or minimizing your dilemmas that you go through, and that's not somebody who's on your side. The narcissist only is on their own side. They might have great displays of emotion from time to time, but it's really just because how something's going to affect them in the long run. We delude ourselves into thinking that the narcissist is like such a sweet person, but no, they're not. No, they're not such a sweet person. They can do things that are extraordinary sometimes, but I promise at the heart of the matter, it's for their own gratification somehow, some way, even if it's just to make themselves seem like a good person, a great guy or gal, large contributions to churches or charity events. And especially they love the events where they're going to get recognized in some kind of way. Narcissists, they're about themselves, and holiday breakups is their way to ruin your holidays. They love it. It's so sick, man. It's so twisted. Have y'all been through that before? Let me know in the chat. I know I'm not alone on that one. This is typical. You will be shocked if you do block them, how quickly they move on, how carefree they are about your relationship, unless they go into a stalker mode. But it's less likely to happen, in my opinion, if right from the beginning you block them and be done with it. If you try to be friends, and anything that would give them a ray of hope will be considered by them an open door. It's kind of like what I'll compare to Jeffrey Dahmer and the other one, Ramirez. Serial killers. You have a serial narcissist, serial this way in relationships. They don't change. These guys, most heinous of crimes, murder, would go up to doors at night, both of these and turn the knob. If the door was open, they considered it an invitation to come in, rape, torture, kill, whatever they felt like doing, but it was never intended by the person who accidentally or on purpose left their door open. They didn't mean for a serial killer to come in. It was not an invitation. You not blocking your narcissist, if that's a possibility, is considered by them an invitation to come in and do their thing, do their narcissistic thing. I'm just giving you the best advice as a woman, as a grandmother, as a mother. My best advice: they need to be just completely cut off. That's all. There's no middle ground. And like I said, you yourself will be shocked at how quickly they move on, even if they threaten their own life. I promise you, a narcissist is not likely to leave you here to have a good time without them. They would take you out and them before they would just take them. And I'm not saying that would happen. That's extreme cases, but they're not going to off themselves. They're narcissists. They love themselves. Okay, that's not what's going to happen. But that's a control tactic. That's a control tactic. Someone who would threaten that type of thing is not well, is not stable mentally, and is manipulative. In my opinion, it's just my own thoughts. But my thoughts come from a lot of research. I do my homework and try to present good ideas, good advice for you. When I was young and going through a lot of these things, we didn't have social media. We didn't have, really anybody. All this stuff was big secrets, and you felt very isolated and very alone. And that's the worst thing for a victim to feel. Narcissists plant their seeds of destruction that are designed to assassinate your character, and they do it while you're still in the happy mode, still thinking you're happy and together and everything's grand. They're already with your friends and family planning down. They love to talk about mental instability. Oh, that's girl crazy. They love to bring up things where you had a reaction, probably to something horrific that they did to you, but they don't tell that part of the story. They just, oh yeah, she's up all night looking out windows. Yeah, because you're in a hypervigilance state from the mental and possibly physical abuse that you've suffered under the hands of a narcissist. You're not given a fair chance in the eyes of the public. They're very charming people a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times they are, and can win a crowd over. That's how they feed their ego, and ego's everything to this type of personality. The holiday breakup gives them control over your holidays. Today's Thanksgiving, and I want you guys to have a blessed and wonderful day. Don't let that narcissist ruin it for you. Don't show a reaction. Don't text him back. They love to wait till the last minute to pull these things. So you can't make plans around it. So you look embarrassed in front of family and friends. They love the last minute breakup. So if it's happened before, understand this. This is a holiday routine. Make your plans around it. Don't show any reaction. They hate that when you show no reaction. The whole thing is designed for a reaction. That's my best advice to you. If it's just someone in a casual relationship and they're doing that already, how are they going to be when the chips are really down? Hi, what's the Sigma? Hi, Sadie. Come on in. Y'all are welcome. Have y'all been in a narcissistic relationship? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'll tell you, man, they just like to ruin everything. Happy Thanksgiving to you. God bless you. Enjoy your time, whatever you're doing. Enjoy nature. Get out and take a nature walk. It's a beautiful day here in South Carolina. I hope it's beautiful where you are too. Come on in. Come on in. We are discussing the control tactics of the narcissist who loves to ruin holidays and happy events for no other reason, just because they can. So if this is a routine, expect it. Don't even show a reaction when you get that text, when you're making your little biscuits and your stuffing and stuff. Expect it, because your narcissist is not going to be there for you, not when you're happy, and certainly not when you're sad. So I wish you freedom from your narcissistic person. I wish you the best of mental health this holiday season as well. We all need to support each other, don't we now? These are tough times and dark days in many respects, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope and there is support. And I am here for you. If y'all have any questions, topics you'd like to have researched on true crime, current events, weird history, I'm down. I am your girl. This is a safe place to discuss outside the box ideas. I share stories from my personal and long life. I'm 62 years old. I have 7 children and soon to be 14 grandchildren. Life has been a roller coaster in many ways. We've been up, we've been down, but through it all, like the old song says, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. I've been through the occult. I've been in many places. Stranded in addiction at one point in time. I'm old. I've lived a lot, and I've learned a few things, and I want to share and learn more. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. I'm talking about the damage that a narcissist can do, because narcissist behavior is so prevalent in most of the true crime cases that I've covered so far. In one way or another, it seems like there's always some kind of narcissist right in the batch of the true crime story. We cover missing people, especially missing children, and Chevy Cool Lady has a big heart, and sometimes it's hard, so sometimes I like to even do some comedy and stuff like that just to break it up. But thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. I was going to go into some more about the narcissist, the narcissistic spirit. There's a story. C.S. Lewis does a lot back in the day to cover the narcissist. It's nothing new. It's been around a long, long time. And there's some good videos on C.S. Lewis and a lot of his writings. The Screw Tape Letters is fascinating, really, and he's approached by basically a demon, and it's his conversation with the demon, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting. But in his other books, he talks a lot about the narcissist, and it's not just like a mental illness. It's really a demonic spirit, the spirit of narcissism. When you consider Satan and what's considered, the pride of Lucifer and his downfall, and it makes perfect sense. Most demons are named according to what they do, whatever gossiping spirit, partying spirit. There's all kinds of spirits out there, and the narcissist spirit is a frustrating one to deal with. When they do everything to work against you in so many ways, both subtle by seed planting, destroying your character to your family, friends, your close circles, your church, whatever, and you know to larger manifestations of the jealousy, the rage, the controlling, coercive control, right up to, you know, if someone murders your character, they very well could murder your physical body. It's not out of the question. You think, oh no, this person would never do that, but people do it all the time. And narcissists are dangerous people, and that's why I'm speaking against that whole narcissistic spirit that's out there. I'm coming against the principalities and exposing the spiritual darkness that surrounds the narcissist. No good fruit comes from it. It's all diabolic chaos and confusion, identity stealing, really, because the first thing that they take from you is your voice. They take your story from you. You're not even allowed to think anymore. Your critical thinking skills are taken from you in abusive relationships. These are facts. And you do have a voice and you do have a choice. And you are human. And you are not somebody's possession. And nobody has the right to treat you coercively. Don't you take it. Don't take it. And in all honesty, like I said, you can't just ignore the narcissist. You have to block them. There's no middle ground. There's no being just friends. Anything that's considered an open door is considered an invitation to the narcissist. They can't humble themselves to think that you couldn't possibly make it without them. They've convinced themselves of their own lies. It's a sickness, and it's a spiritual sickness, and it's an infirmity of the soul. My heart really goes out to people who are in these relationships, because I know what it's like. I've been there, and I haven't just been there once. I've been there several times. And I'm an old lady, and it's not hard for me now. I years ago became celibate. I found it to be just an easier lifestyle for me and my preference, and I'm so happy that I'm here and I survived, and I'm on the other side, and I have my free time to look into researching things and to do what I want. Because when you're in a coercively controlled relationship involved with a malignant narcissist, what you don't have is critical thinking, and you can't do what you want to do. You're doing what they want you to do. You're doing for them. And you're doing without. That just goes to say. I love you guys, and I really appreciate y'all, liking, subscribing, listening. You mean the world to me. Narcissists. Wow. Aren't they frustrating? Good morning, Deja Doodles. I love you so much. I love when my granddaughter comes in the chat. It's just so funny. One time somebody had something snarky to me. I didn't know she was in the chat. I didn't even know she watched her grandma live. And here somebody had something to say. Boy, Deja, they were like, why would you post that? She's like, well, why wouldn't she post it? So who said that? Here's Deja. I say, my girl, my beautiful, beautiful girl. See, I have freedom because I have freedom of mind to love my family, to be with who I want, to spend the holidays how I want to spend them, because I don't have someone trying to control my every behavior. And I am so happy for that. I am so thankful for freedom. I am so thankful for the ability to express myself